I walk these streets when the night's gone cold. No diamond shine, no chains of gold, just worn out boots and a weathered soul. 1,000 scars nobody knows. The city talks, the city lies, selling dreams beneath neon skies. But I learned early what matters most: a steady hand when the storm gets close. I don't need a throne to know my worth. I built my kingdom here on earth. I'm a king without a crown, no castle walls, no fame around. I stand my ground when the lights go down. A king without a crown. No servants here, no royal name, just lessons learned through loss and pain. The world keeps spinning, I stay the same. A king without a crown. Shadows that never stay. I've raised a glass to the fallen few and carried ghosts like gentlemen do. The rich may own the city's gold, but they can't buy a heart that's whole. When everything is stripped away, character is the price you pay. The strongest steel survives the flame. That's how a man earns his name. I'm a king without a crown, no castle walls, no fame around. I stand my ground when the lights go down. A king without a crown. No servants here, no royal name, just lessons learned through loss and pain. The world keeps spinning, I stay the same. A king without a crown. No applause in the dead of night. No one sees the private fights, but every scar beneath my skin reminds me where I've always been. I don't need the world to understand. A quiet man can still command. I'm a king without a crown, no golden throne to weigh me down. The rain keeps falling on this town, still I wear no crown. The years may bend these tired bones, but I'll never bow to what I don't own. When my final sunset comes around, I'll leave this world. A king without a crown. Slow guitar bends. Thunder in the distance. The civilians sleep because they trust the system. The watchdogs sleep because they are blind. I stay awake because I own both of them. sleeps beneath the digital haze. Firewalls flicker through the corporate maze. Shell companies drift down offshore lanes, while I quietly extract the final gains. The markets close, the daylight is gone. The politicians have all moved on, but the syndicate never shuts down. I wear the midnight silence like a crown. Every hidden legend knows my name. Every rival burns inside the flame. I am the last man awake tonight, watching the global markets bleed out white. No regulators left to track the flight, just offshore accounts and satellite lights. I am the last man awake tonight, manipulating every wrong and right, while the federal watchdogs dream away. I am the apex predator at play. An encrypted drive inside my coat, blackmail files on the men who vote. Some were bought, some turned to dust. There is nobody left I need to trust. The algorithms move like phantom trains, laundering capital through unseen veins. They say that life is not about control. I say you buy the world and own it whole. The midnight hour asks no questions here. It only breeds the architects of fear. I am the last man awake tonight, watching the global markets bleed out white. No regulators left to track the flight, just offshore accounts and satellite lights. I am the last man awake tonight, manipulating every wrong and right, while the federal watchdogs dream away. I am the apex predator at play. Somewhere out there, a naive fool still believes in the golden rule. He doesn't know the game is rigged. He doesn't know the graves I dig. I am the last man awake tonight. The evidence is gone, the data survives. No witnesses, no grand disguise, just absolute power in the dark. I am the last man awake tonight, untouchable when the stars lose sight. And when the morning finally brings the light, I will disappear into the white. The board resets, the money moves. I am the last man awake. I've seen the rivals carry empires on their backs, work until the global network started to crack. Smile through the corporate panic they never named. then disappeared before the syndicate was blamed. They stood tall for the cameras and the press, held the illusion without confessing the stress. But I saw the invisible scars they tried to hide, the vulnerabilities bleeding deep inside. The strongest shoulders in the boardroom light are the easiest targets in the dead of night. Strength is not about hiding your tears, it is about having absolutely zero fears. The rivals break in private, where no media can reach, where the panic finally hits them, and my leverage exploits the breach. They break because they are fragile, because they carried the illusion of power too long. I calculate in private and greet the sunrise, untouched and strong. I track the cartel boss parked beside the lake, a crumbling syndicate, a fatal mistake. No audience, no corporate explanations, just a broken man facing my negotiations. He isn't asking for sympathy or a hand, he finally understands who dictates the land. While he sheds his tears in the morning fog, I transfer his billions through the digital law. Tears don't pay the debts, emotions make you blind. I leave a shattered empire far behind. Even the greatest monopolies fall when I decide to collect the call. The rivals break in private, where no media can reach, where the panic finally hits them, and my leverage exploits the breach. They break because they are fragile, because they carried the illusion of power too long. I calculate in private and greet the sunrise, untouched and strong. The world teaches amateurs to hide their flaws. The underworld teaches me to rewrite the laws. There is a difference. One is panic, the other is absolute control. No mercy, no audience, no hesitation, just execution. I calculate in private, then quietly oversee the grid, not to hide the man I am, but to secure everything I did. I strike deeply, I win completely, I rule coldly, and still I choose efficiency. Because absolute power is not measured by how much a man feels, it is measured by how much he can eliminate without a single heartbeat skip. The rivals cry when no one is looking. That is exactly when I destroy them. Perfect silence. The underworld has eyes everywhere. Loyalty is just a variable in the equation. I thought my lieutenant was secure. The intel proved otherwise. closed above the private door. I took my seat on the marble floor. He poured the usual, a quiet blend, knowing this was where the partnership ends. Looked me in the eye and slid it near. An encrypted drive, the data was clear. The offshore wires and the secret meets. A betrayal planned on my own streets. He didn't ask what went wrong tonight. He just wiped the glass in the dim light. The bartender knew before I did. The partner turned, I just had to admit it. He was holding on to stolen funds, thinking he could outsmart my guns. The bartender knew before I did. The contract was breached, the trust diminished, and no amount of leverage can save a traitor heading for a quiet grave. Talking like the line was secure, like his corporate laundering was perfectly pure. My fixer kept listening calm and still, like a surgeon waiting to make the kill. Then he pointed to the empty chair and said the asset is no longer there. The room went quiet, the network slowed, and the execution order finally showed. Sometimes the watchers see things clear when we are too focused on the upper tier. The bartender knew before I did. The partner turned, I just had to admit it. He was holding on to stolen funds, thinking he could outsmart my guns. The bartender knew before I did. The contract was breached, the trust diminished, and no amount of leverage can save a traitor heading for a quiet grave. He said traitors do not turn all at once. First they hide the margins in silence, then they meet the rivals in the dark. The consequence just comes later. I stared into the amber glow and gave the signal to let him go. The bartender knew before I did that loyalty dies without permission, that some accounts close without a sound when the body is buried underground. The bartender knew before I did, but he let me make the call on my own, because every architect has a night like this when he eliminates the risk and operates alone. The encrypted drive is erased. The glass is empty. Perfect silence. The masses crave recognition. They want their names in lights. I prefer the shadows. You cannot target a man who does not exist. 1,000 nights beneath the corporate towers and surveillance lights. They used to have a file on my face. Now I am an encrypted ghost in the database. The old accounts are closed, the funds rearranged. The offshore shell companies constantly changed. The federal agents kept searching while I stood still, executing the hostile takeover will. Let the politicians chase the fame. True power has no public name. I made the city forget my name, like encrypted data in a burning frame. The networks I built, the markets I play, all weaponized inside the shade. I made the city forget my name. It was the ultimate tactical move I made. Now I control the streets the same, operating perfectly inside the shade. There was a syndicate that knew my start before I tore their monopoly apart. Now the legacy lives somewhere far away, like a bankrupt firm the market forgot to pay. The young executives run like I once did, certain they can outsmart the global grid. I watch them pass beneath the neon signs, knowing I own their financial lines. Let the politicians chase the fame. True power has no public name. I made the city forget my name, like encrypted data in a burning frame. The networks I built, the markets I play, all weaponized inside the shade. I made the city forget my name. It was the ultimate tactical move I made. Now I control the streets the same, operating perfectly inside the shade. Fools spend their lives trying to leave a mark. I spend my resources owning the dark. No spotlight lasts forever, but the ledger is absolute. Vanish without a trace. The servers wipe, the identity is gone. Perfect silence. Used to watch the loud cartels make their noise, thinking power was measured by a violent voice, until I watched the quiet architects rise and liquidate the loud ones beneath the night skies. The most lethal hands I have ever known build global monopolies instead of throwing stones. They execute with patience, operate with grace, never leaving a fingerprint at the place. There is a dominance that doesn't need to shout. It simply wipes the competition out. Silence isn't surrender, it is the ultimate control. Quiet doesn't mean weak, it means the predator learned when to speak. The ambition still burns beneath the skin, it just no longer needs to broadcast the wind. A steady hand, an encrypted drive can bury an empire and bury it alive. Quiet doesn't mean weak, it means my absolute power has nothing to prove. Has nothing to prove. I've known street bosses threatening everyone in sight, yet they couldn't secure their own network at night. And I've known the fixers who barely spoke a word, whose presence made the entire underworld disturb. The algorithm never argues with the dying trend, it simply calculates the exact moment it ends. The offshore wire never raises its tone, yet it crushes the hardest cartel to the bone. The older I become, the less I admire the noise. Real power is treating my rivals like toys. Discipline isn't mercy, it is a lethal weapon wearing a tailored suit. Quiet doesn't mean weak, it means the predator learned when to speak. The ambition still burns beneath the skin, it just no longer needs to broadcast the wind. A steady hand, an encrypted drive can bury an empire and bury it alive. Quiet doesn't mean weak, it means my absolute power has nothing to prove. A monarch who can destroy and executes the strike with zero hesitation understands power. A monarch who answers a threat with absolute silence is already holding the deed to their grave. Zero ego, pure profit, zero reaction, total elimination. Quiet doesn't mean weak, I have orchestrated enough storms to know the hardest battles are not in the streets, they are fought in the ledges down below. Now I measure strength by the patience I keep, while the rest of the underworld falls to sleep. By the courage to remain completely unseen, while my assets run through the global machine. Quiet doesn't mean weak, it means the years refine the steel. The sharpest blade isn't the loudest, it is the one that strikes without breaking the seal. When I was young, I wanted them to fear me. Now I just want them gone. Perfect silence. Weak men drink to escape reality. They hope the bottom of the glass hides their failures. I drink to appreciate the reality I created. The truth is simple. I own the board. bartender nights pours the luxury blend. We both know how the hostile takeover ends. A fresh glass lands on the marble wood. Another rival liquidated for good. The mainframe hums a digital tune, routing offshore funds beneath the moon. And every ledger cuts straight through to the empire I am expanding anew. They keep shifting the assets in their hand, but the absolute truth dictates the land. Another glass, same truth. No evidence left, no need for proof. They think they can outsmart the net, but the syndicate always collects its debt. Another glass, same truth. The leverage gets stronger, the strike cuts through. No matter where they try to hide, I control the rising tide. They blamed the state, they blamed bad luck instead of my weight. They blamed every algorithm I engineered, everything except the phantom they feared. The ice melts slow, the market falls fast. Funny how I reread the corporate past. They spend years out running the ghost, then find me sitting as a silent host. The network gets quiet after 2. That is when their denial bows to my truth. Another glass, same truth. No evidence left, no need for proof. They think they can outsmart the net, but the syndicate always collects its debt. Another glass, same truth. The leverage gets stronger, the strike cuts through. No matter where they try to hide, I control the rising tide. The fixer said to me, most men don't come here to drink. They come here to negotiate with reality. I smiled. I don't negotiate with reality. I dictate it. Is mine when the daylight isn't. They came here hoping to escape the trap, but found the architect redrawing the map. Another glass, same truth. The hardest road is the one I pave, and somewhere between the first wire and the last, I stopped observing the world and started ruling it. The ice settles, the funds transfer. Perfect silence. Like heavy armor, executing rivals with absolute power of a tactical mind. The years didn't take away my edge, they simply digitized the blade. The years changed the way I strike. I don't swing at the shadows in the night. Some victories are sealed with a wire transfer. Some wars are won before they ask for an answer. I still crush the rivals when it matters. I still leave the competition in tatters. But the years change the way I strike. Now I protect the monopoly, completely out of sight. I manipulate the data, liquidate the assets and deal with them later. Watch the street bosses get caught in the snare while I orchestrate the panic from the billionaire's chair. I watch quiet codes move the global market without ever leaving a trace on the target. Restraint isn't surrender, it is the setup for the kill. Paralyzing the network, imposing my will. Experience doesn't make you peaceful, it makes you utterly surgical. The years change the way I strike. I don't swing at the shadows in the night. Some victories are sealed with a wire transfer. Some wars are won before they ask for an answer. I still crush the rivals when it matters. I still leave the competition in tatters. But the years change the way I strike. Now I protect the monopoly, completely out of sight. Amateurs fight for respect, cartels fight for territory. I fight for absolute, unchecked control. I don't waste resources trying to defeat an enemy, I simply acquire them. No physical reaction, pure intention. Zero fingerprints, total domination. The years change the way I strike. Now I engineer the collapse of their mighty heights. I eliminate what threatens the grand design. Instead of wasting bullets on the front line, the ambition still operates cold and deep, while the rest of the underworld is put to sleep. The years change the way I strike, and the empire stands untouched. The most lethal blow I ever delivered was not with my hands. It was a single keystroke. Perfect silence. They build their glass towers over our old safe houses. They think they paved over the past, but the infrastructure knows who laid the foundation. The city belongs to me. The city changed its face again. New corporate towers where my rivals had been. The old safe house, the smuggling door. They wiped the records from the floor. The civilians rush with lowered heads, financing their lives on my silent debts. Nobody stops, nobody stares. Everybody knows I own the shares. But when the midnight grid comes down, I am the absolute architect of this town. The street lights still remember the nights I built this empire in the cold. The offshore accounts inside my pocket, and the politicians I have sold. The street lights still remember every hostile road I chose to take. Though the public moved on without me, they don't see the fortunes that I make. There is a concrete pillar by the river bend where I had a meeting with a former friend. We swore we would rule this town someday, until his ambition got in my way. One took a wire transfer and disappeared. One lies beneath the concrete this year, and I am still here, pulling the strings, dictating what the midnight brings. The media erased what we became, but the underground ledger keeps my name. The street lights still remember the nights I built this empire in the cold. The offshore accounts inside my pocket, and the politicians I have sold. The street lights still remember every hostile road I chose to take. Though the public moved on without me, they don't see the fortunes that I make. Amateurs fear being forgotten. They want their statues in the square. True power is a shadow. It operates perfectly in the dark. The street lights still remember the phantom who walked beneath their glow. The monarch who learned that strength is silent, and burying the rivals deep below. The street lights still remember, though nobody dares to speak my name. And that is exactly how I rule. I don't need recognition, I own the game. The street lights dim, the grid is secure. Perfect silence. The old guard believed in honor among thieves. I learned early that honor is just a liability. Trust is an illusion. Control is the only reality. The veterans told me to watch who I trust before I turned their empires to dust. I used to think the alliances were real before I learned how the syndicate steals. I played their game, I studied their names, watched their operations go up in flames. The market teaches what the boardroom hides, and I learned how the predator decides. Some lessons come with a financial drain. Some arrive wrapped in calculated pain. I learned the hard way. Every partner with ambitious eyes believed she could navigate the corporate lies. She tried to extract the data in the dark, just another trader missing the mark. I didn't spend a year blaming fate and chance. I liquidated her assets in advance. The reflection in the black mirror stays cold, watching another rival being sold. The ledger tells what the PR conceals. Time reveals who controls the wheels. I learned the hard way. Every hostile takeover has a story to tell. I learned the hard way. The penthouse isn't very far from hell. They can lose everything overnight when my algorithms execute the strike. The truth doesn't care what they want to believe. I learned the hard way. The most dangerous men I ever knew were the ones who remove their limits like I do. Not with bullets, not with street fights, but by erasing accounts in the dead of night. That is the tuition the empire demands. I learned the hard way, and I don't regret a single move I made. I learned the hard way, operating perfectly inside the shade. The path was ruthless, the nights were cold, but that is exactly how the world is controlled. Now when the rivals ask how I built this reign, I tell them I mastered the pain. The lesson is over. The assets are mine. Perfect silence. Used to walk into every room, wondering what they think of me, changing colors like a chameleon, trying to be what they wanted to see. I wore confidence like a borrowed suit, a little too tight, never quite right, smiling for strangers, chasing approval, losing pieces of myself every night. It took a long road and a lot of mistakes to stop living for somebody else's gaze. Now I'm comfortable in my own skin, with every scar and where I've been. I don't need the crowd to let me in. I'm finally comfortable in my own skin. The years left marks, but I wear them well. Every line's got a story to tell. I stopped trying to be who I should have been and got comfortable in my own skin. The mirror doesn't show a perfect man, just one who survived what he had to survive. A few broken dreams, a few closed doors, and enough wisdom to stay alive. I don't miss the mask I used to wear, or the battles fought for empty praise. There's freedom in not needing permission to live life your own way. The older I get, the less I pretend, and that's a trade I'd make again. Now I'm I'm comfortable in my own skin. With every loss and every win, the peace I found came from within. I'm comfortable in my own skin. No throne to claim, no race to run, no need to prove what I've become. The quiet feels more like home these days, and I'm comfortable in my own skin. One night I looked at my reflection, expecting to find regret instead. I found acceptance, not because everything worked out, but because I finally stopped fighting who I was. I'm comfortable in my own skin, the kind of peace money never gives, the kind you earn after enough years of learning what truly matters. I'm comfortable in my own skin, not perfect, not undefeated, just honest enough to stand alone and call this life completed. Warm blues guitar, soft rain against the window, a distant train fading into the dark. Weak men hold on to memories. They keep photographs and regrets. I only keep ledgers. The past is a liability, I erase it. Clock struck two, the servers went dim. The mainframe processed the final skim. The fixer stacked the drives in line, erasing the footprint out of time. A cartel boss laughed near the exit door, the same way the others did before, back when their monopoly felt secure. Before I engineered the lethal cure, the era is ending cold and clear. No liabilities remain here. Last call for the old regime, last breath of the corporate dream. Raise your glass to the fools holding on. By the morning light, they will be gone. Last call for the old regime, before my algorithms clean the stream. Some empires fall, some syndicates pay, but no rival survives the break of day. There is an encrypted file inside my code, the final threat that the old guard wrote. A younger boss with reckless eyes believed he could compromise my prize. I tracked his network with my thumb, knowing exactly what he would become. Funny how the system wipes the details first and leaves the competitor in the dirt. The network goes quiet, the silence grows. The underground ledger finally closes. Last call for the old regime, last breath of their corporate dream. Raise your glass to the fools holding on. By the morning light they will be gone. Last call for the old regime, before my algorithms clean the stream. Some empires fall, some syndicates pay, but no rival survives the break of day. My fixer looked my way and said, the past only haunts the men who leave witnesses. We left none. I stared into the amber light and authorized the final strike. Last call for the old regime, one more toast before they leave. To the rivals, the threats, the schemes that built the monopoly I command. Last call for the old regime, the market is closing the final bid. And as I secure the global grid, I ensure I leave no trace behind. The drives are wiped, the accounts freeze. Perfect silence. The city finally lowers its voice. The traffic fades, the phones go dark. The world stops asking things from me and leaves me alone with my thoughts. Neon reflections on wet pavement, a whiskey resting in my hand. No deadlines, no expectations, just the quiet and a tired man. Some people fear the coming dark. I wait for it all day long. Midnight is my favorite hour, when the masks come falling down, when the noise gives up its power and silence takes the crown. Midnight is my favorite hour, where the truth don't need a name. The whole world finally slows enough for me to hear myself again. I've watched 1,000 sunsets vanish and 1,000 mornings arrive too soon. But there's something about the space between that feels more honest than noon. The streets belong to dreamers now, to taxi lights and drifting rain, to old souls carrying old stories, trying to make peace with yesterday. The moon hangs low above the town, like an old friend checking in. Midnight is my favorite hour, where memories visit without demand, not to haunt me like they used to, just to shake my hand. Midnight is my favorite hour, when regrets lose their sting, and the ghosts I've spent years fighting finally stop arguing. People think I stay up late because I can't sleep. Truth is, I stay awake because midnight midnight feels like the only time the world stops pretending. Midnight is my favorite hour. No spotlight, no crowd, no show, just a man and everything he learned from the long road home. Midnight is my favorite hour, the one place I still feel free, because somewhere between yesterday and tomorrow I get to simply be. Slow guitar echoing through an empty street, rain tapping softly on a cafe window, a distant train crossing the edge of town. I used to think elimination was just an event, a frozen account, a message I sent, a wiped out drive, a sealed vault door, and then you move on, nothing more. But the underground has a different design. I absorb the assets of those who resign, a rival's network, a laundering scheme, a shadow incorporated into my dream. The weak think they leave the past behind. I ensure their legacy is strictly mine. Every departure left something behind, a ledger, a sector, a piece of their mind. Some left their capital, some left their pride, some left the leverage I carry inside. Every departure left something behind, like offshore accounts that only I find. They never walk away the same when the syndicate fully erases their name. Left a volatile crown and a habit of burning competitors down. The first trader left a lesson so clear, a reason to operate strictly on fear. A former partner left an empty seat at a private table high above the street, and every empire I thought I would break is just another territory I reshaped. The rivals fall, the monopolies change, but my absolute power remains. Every departure left something behind, a ledger, a sector, a piece of their mind. Some left their capital, some left their pride, some left the leverage I carry inside. Every departure left something behind, like offshore accounts that only I find. They never walk away the same when the syndicate fully erases their name. I used to count the assets I gained, the board lines cross, the rivals drain. Then one night, looking at the global grid, I realized exactly what my algorithms did. They never truly left the game. The capital flows under my name, in the hostile moves I make, in the territories I take. Every departure left something behind, a piece of their empire woven into mine. The years may blur the corporate dates, but not the wealth the predator dictates. Every departure left something behind, and that is the price of the ultimate win. They lose the power, the money, the dream, and leave it all to the machine. The assets merge, the rivals fade. Perfect silence. The old bosses used to tell me, luck is a mistress passing through. One day she smiles upon your syndicate, next day she permanently buries you. I have seen lucky men lose their grip, seen the desperate trying to survive, and I learned early in the underground, luck does not keep the empire alive. When the market crashes and the numbers fall down, only the architect remains in this town. I trust the leverage more than luck, more than promises, more than chance. Luck may find them for a fleeting moment, but the strategy dictates the dance. I trust the leverage more than luck. Every asset seized, every rival paid for, because what I built with absolute control cannot be breached at the vault door. Algorithms fail in the digital rain. I have navigated through the federal lines. I have missed the hostile takeover by inches and quietly adjusted the corporate designs. But every setback was a measured variable, every detour a calculated sign, and every anomaly in the global market eventually fell perfectly into line. Fortune comes and fortune goes, but the ledger follows the man who knows. I trust the leverage more than luck, more than promises, more than chance. Luck may find them for a fleeting moment, but the strategy dictates the dance. I trust the leverage more than luck. Every asset seized, every rival paid for, because what I built with absolute control cannot be breached at the vault door. I met a rival in the penthouse suite. He swore his lucky streak would last. I met a fixer in the underground who trusted nothing but the data. Years later, the rival's empire is erased, and the fixer works for me. I trust the leverage more than luck, because luck is a liability, not a friend. It might might sit beside them for a little while, but I control exactly how their story ends. I trust the leverage more than luck, because the market never gave me anything free. It demanded ruthless, absolute execution, and in return, it gave me the monopoly. The variables are eliminated. The outcome is certain. Perfect silence. Weak men drink to escape reality. They hope the bottom of the glass hides their failures. I drink to appreciate the reality I created. The truth is simple. I own the board. Bartender nods, pours the luxury blend. We both know how the hostile takeover ends. A fresh glass lands on the marble wood. Another rival liquidated for good. The mainframe hums a digital tune, routing offshore funds beneath the moon. And every ledger cuts straight through to the empire I am expanding anew. They keep shifting the assets in their hand, but the absolute truth dictates the land. Another glass, same truth. No evidence left, no need for proof. They think they can outsmart the net, but the syndicate always collects its debt. Another glass, same truth. The leverage gets stronger, the strike cuts through. No matter where they try to hide, I control the rising tide. They blame the market, they blame the state. They blame bad luck instead of my weight. They blamed every algorithm I engineered. Everything except the phantom they feared. The ice melts slow, the market falls fast. Funny how I rewrite the corporate past. They spend years outrunning the ghost, then find me sitting as their silent host. The network gets quiet after two. That is when their denial bows to my truth. Another glass, same truth. No evidence left, no need for proof. They think they can outsmart the net, but the syndicate always collects its debt. Another glass, same truth. The leverage gets stronger, the strike cuts through. No matter where they try to hide, I control the rising tide. The fixer said to me, most men don't come here to drink. They come here to negotiate with reality. I smiled. I don't negotiate with reality. I dictate it. to escape the trap, but found the architect redrawing the map. Another glass, same truth. The hardest road is the one I paved, and somewhere between the first wire and the last, I stopped observing the world and started ruling it. The ice settles, the funds transfer, perfect silence. The masses crave recognition. They want their names in lights. I prefer the shadows. You cannot target a man who does not exist. Streets 1,000 nights, beneath the corporate towers and surveillance lights. They used to have a file on my face. Now I am an encrypted ghost in the database. The old accounts are closed, the funds rearranged. The offshore shell companies constantly changed. The federal agents kept searching while I stood still, executing the hostile takeover will. Let the politicians chase the fame. True power has no public name. I made the city forget my name, like encrypted data in the burning frame. The networks I built, the markets I played, all weaponized inside the shade. I made the city forget my name. It was the ultimate tactical move I made. Now I control the streets the same, operating perfectly inside the shade. There was a syndicate that knew my start before I tore their monopoly apart. Now their legacy lives somewhere far away, like a bankrupt firm the market forgot to pay. The young executives run like I once did, certain they can't outsmart the global grid. I watch them pass beneath the neon signs, knowing I own their financial lines. Let the politicians chase the fame. True power has no public name. I made the city forget my name, like encrypted data in the burning frame. The networks I built, the markets I played, all weaponized inside the shade. I made the city forget my name. It was the ultimate tactical move I made. Now I control the streets the same, operating perfectly inside the shade. Fools spend their lives trying to leave a mark. I spend my resources owning the dark. No spotlight lasts forever, but the ledger is absolute. exactly how I win the game. I don't need statues, I don't need praise to dictate the market's darkest days. I made the city forget my name, the absolute phantom of this place. And when the final audit arrives, I will vanish without a trace. The surface wipe, the identity is gone. Perfect silence. I used to watch the loud cartels make their noise, thinking power was measured by a violent voice, until I watched the quiet architects rise and liquidate the loud ones beneath the night skies. The most lethal hands I have ever known build global monopolies instead of throwing stones. They execute with patience, operate with grace, never leaving a fingerprint at the place. There is a dominance that doesn't need to shout, it simply wipes the competition out. Silence isn't surrender, it is the ultimate control. Quiet doesn't mean weak, it means the predator learned when to speak. The ambition still burns beneath the skin, it just no longer needs to broadcast the win. A steady hand and encrypted drive can bury an empire and bury it alive. Quiet doesn't mean weak, it means my absolute power has nothing to prove. Has nothing to prove. I've known street bosses threatening everyone in sight, yet they couldn't secure their own network at night. And I've known the fixers who barely spoke a word, whose presence made the entire underworld disturbed. The algorithm never argues with the dying trend, it simply calculates the exact moment it ends. The offshore wire never raises its tone, yet it crushes the hardest cartel to the bone. The older I become, the less I admire the noise. Real power is treating my rivals like toys. Discipline isn't mercy, it is a lethal weapon wearing a tailored suit. Quiet doesn't mean weak, it means the predator learned when to speak. The ambition still burns beneath the skin, it just no longer needs to broadcast the win. A steady hand and encrypted drive can bury an empire and bury it alive. Quiet doesn't mean weak, it means my absolute power has nothing to prove. A monarch who can destroy and executes the strike with zero hesitation, understands power. A monarch who answers a threat with absolute silence is already holding the deed to their grave. Zero ego, pure profit, zero reaction, total elimination. Quiet doesn't mean weak, I have orchestrated enough storms to know the hardest battles are not in the streets, they are fought in the ledges down below. Now I measure I learned early that honor is just a liability. Trust is an illusion. Control is the only reality. The veterans told me to watch who I trust before I turned their empires to dust. I used to think the alliances were real before I learned how the syndicate steals. I played their game, I studied their names, watched their operations go up in flames. The market teaches what the boardroom hides, and I learned how the predator decides. Some lessons come with the financial drain. Some arrive wrapped in calculated pain. I learned the hard way. Every hostile takeover has a story to tell. I learned the hard way. The penthouse isn't very far from hell. They can lose everything overnight when my algorithms execute the strike. The truth doesn't care what they want to believe. I learned the hard way. Brought in a partner with ambitious eyes, believed she could navigate the corporate lies. She tried to extract the data in the dark. Just another traitor missing the mark. I didn't spend a year blaming fate and chance. I liquidated her assets in advance. The reflection in the black mirror stays cold, watching another rival being sold. The ledger tells what the PR conceals. Time reveals who controls the wheels. I learned the hard way. Every hostile takeover has a story to tell. I learned the hard way. The penthouse isn't very far from hell. They can lose everything overnight when my algorithms execute the strike. The truth doesn't care what they want to believe. I learned the hard way. The most dangerous men I ever knew were the ones who removed their limits like I do. Not with bullets, not with street fights, but by erasing accounts in the dead of night. That is the tuition the empire demands. I learned the hard way, and I don't regret a single move I made. I learned the hard way, operating perfectly inside the shade. The path was ruthless, the nights were cold, but that is exactly how the world is controlled. Now when the rivals ask how I built this reign, I tell them I mastered the pain. The lesson is over. The assets are mine. Perfect silence.